So there I was scavenging the internet and I came across this book. Now this book, the particular topic in which this book is about is branding. And it's something that I have always wanted to actually do research and find a good book on this, but it was kind of sitting on the back burner, just waiting for me to get to it. And lo and behold, you know, I was doing some random research and I came across this book and I heard a lot of good things about this book, to which I actually jumped on Audible and bought the book right there. So that tells you a lot about this book. And for all those people out there who don't know who I am, my name is Marcus. This is Discover Ignite. And if you haven't done so and would like to, please subscribe so you can improve yourself or just get more book reviews, whatever you want to do. That is solely up to you. But nonetheless, today we are doing a book review on a book called Primal Branding. Now this book is by Patrick Hanlon and it is a great book, right? If you want to understand branding, you may know what branding is, but do you know how to build branding? And for me, I had no clue, right? I've heard about branding all the time. You hear about it with these big companies and everything. You know that if you build a brand, that essentially a brand lasts forever, right? And so that's what initially intrigued me to want to get a book on branding, was to figure out how to build a brand. And again, I had ran across that video and it was very insightful on this book. And so I picked it up. And I started reading it, and I was actually really excited about reading it because it was of the things that I've heard about it, and I wasn't disappointed, not at all. The book was phenomenal. The book had everything I wanted in a book, right? You go after a book to find that book that has all the details that you want, right? You don't want some book that's just gonna have a lot of filler and then just you feel like you get nothing out of it, right? You feel like you get no value. You feel like you wasted your time. That's the last thing you want to do, is waste your time. So nonetheless, this book, it definitely capitalized on what exactly I was looking for. And it was branding. And it goes into everything about branding. It goes into, you know, building a logo, to, you know, building your tribe, what branding means, because a lot of people don't understand what branding means. And it goes into a bunch of different variety of things of how to build a brand that people trust, that people rely on, and people will want to buy from you, right? So if you are really interested in branding, I would highly suggest that you pick up the book, because it will give you everything you've wanted to know, right? Because I came from, again, I just knew what branding was, but I didn't know how to build it. And it essentially took me from at that point to where I actually know how to build a brand, right? I mean, it does take implementation, just like everything else. You learn it and you got to implement it. But nonetheless, it got me on a good starting point, right? And so the book was great. There was nothing negative about it, right? Especially because I didn't have anything aside from knowing what branding was. I didn't know exactly, you know, how to build a brand. And again, it broke all that down for me. And it was phenomenal, and it really kept me in depth to, you know, you have to really understand that when you go into, if you're trying to be an influencer or you're trying to build a business, you always need to have a brand. And that's why people emphasize brands so much, because you want to build something people trust, right? You don't want to just go into these things, be an influencer, or be, you know, open a business with the wrong intention, right? You want to have good intentions, that you're actually going out there and helping people and providing something that you believe has great value for them, and that they believe that you provide great value for them, and actually can, you know, build the trust. You want to build the trust. You don't want to neglect their trust, or, you know, misuse their trust and not be there for the right reasons, right? And so this book really breaks that down. It really touches base on just keeping you along those lines, and to ask yourself a lot of questions when you're, you know, building your brand. What do you want your brand to be about? What do you want to represent, right? You don't want to just be out there for the money. You want to actually, again, create value for people. So again, if you're an influencer, or if you're someone that wants to open a business, or, you know, whatever the case may be, I would highly suggest this book would be ideal for someone like that. aside from that, I mean, if you just want to know about how to create a brand, it is a phenomenal book. So again, if you're one of those two, I would highly suggest this should be your next read. It should definitely be your next read, because you don't want to go into being an influencer or a business with the wrong intentions. So nonetheless, I hope you guys like this review. If you did, smash that like button, and again, subscribe if you would like more book reviews or just life-changing videos, because that's what we do here at Discover Ignite. And until next time, ignite greatness.